Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your geographical location and abode and your time zone. You are all welcome. We are going to talk about many things. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Geometric power plant Aba in Abia State said to be commissioned. Geometric power plant said to be commissioned in Aba. What we are seeing is the power plant in question in the video, and is going to be commissioned. We are going to discuss, we are going to read out the new statement about it, and we'll discuss about the importance of this power plant to Nigeria, to Abia State, especially Aba, the home of small-scale industrialists in Nigeria and indigenous entrepreneurs. What that can bring to a country that is in their need of productive economy and economic expansion and reduction of unemployment. And this geometric power plant has also, what they have suffered over the years by some interests that don't want it to come on power because of one reason or the other. But we're going to discuss. Stay tuned and we'll continue. So, Geometric Power Generation Company will commission its flagship generating plant in Aba on the 24th of February 2024 to boost power generation and make business thrive in Aba and environs. The cheering news was disclosed by the Commissioner for Information and Culture, Prince Oke Kano, in Government House Umuahia while briefing the press in company of his land and housing and education counterparts after this week's Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Alex Yoma Oti, the Governor of Abia State. He said that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is expected to be in Abia State to commission the power project. Prince Oke Kano stated that commissioning the geometric power plant Aba is a dream come true for both Geometrics and Abia State government. The state government has worked assiduously behind the scenes to ensure that the project is realized, because when that plant comes on stream, it will benefit our people. The power project has underscored the commitment of the state government to boost the economic fortunes of the state through the encouragement of power or private sector investment in infrastructure. Of course, you know what that project means to our people. It will help Aba residents, the business community and environment a great deal, because power has been of a great challenge to Aba and some parts of the state. Stay tuned. I'm still Kodili-nye, watching, and you are looking at the geometric Sorry about the mix up. We continue on what we are saying. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Once that plant is commissioned, quite a lot of things will change in our business environment. It's worthy to note that the batting of geometric power in generation company in Aba is somewhat fictitious. His Excellency Dr. Alexotti OFR, as the former managing director and CEO of the Fund Diamond Bank PLC, was involved with the geometric power project right from its conception. By a clear act of faith, is now the governor of Abia State and is to oversee the commissioning of the power plant in Aba. Let me stop the story at this point so that during the commissioning ceremony, the governor may have to tell the story himself for greater impact. So you can see what this news about this power plant. You can see it's a win-win situation. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Remember to share this, remember to share, remember to comment on this. It's very important for many people to hear about that. The good news is that this when it was conceived by a former Minister of Power and Energy Resources in Nigeria, Professor Bat Naji. He promised to change the fortunes of Nigeria by Nigeria, wherever they aside this thing, to have 24-hour provision. And I remember his company, Geometric Power Plant, also built the Abuja Power Plant. It was celebrated with fanfare and all those things until the saboteurs and the economic saboteurs set in motion to derail this great project. And because the government doesn't know what they want, in the past, Nigerian government did not see the handwriting on the wall that this has been frustrated. This has been frustrated by the economic saboteurs who want the country to continue to be in darkness and to be in economic downturn, economic problems. So the government did not act. They allowed the whole thing to continue. So the project was completely delayed and almost stopped at a point, with huge money that had been borrowed by even investors from abroad and banks and all local banks and all those things. The government of General Muhammadu Buhari, for years did not resolve it until almost the end of his regime. Tried to resolve the whole thing, and that's how they started again to do what they were doing. Because when they privatize the energy sector in Nigeria, there are a lot of corrupt practices and a lot of self-interest that was involved in that, whereby one company are given a huge area which did not encourage any competition, and there's nothing to compare. There's no incentive to to be efficient in what they do. So, and that of Aba would have been, because it was rubber fenced, that it would be completely different from the eastern supply that was based in Enugu. So it was a unique destiny, and that would have prepared Aba to be the truly economic and technological giant in Nigeria. But the economic saboteurs was trying to stop that from happening, and a lot of people did not see that. Even the government, because they don't have national interests, and they don't know what is the priority, and know that this is a way to stop Nigeria from moving to power sufficiency. They didn't do nothing. They don't see it as a national importance. It's a shame that a country like Nigeria cannot generate electricity, cannot generate 24-hour electricity. They still doing, sorry about the cut. Nigeria is have been a laughing stock around the world. You can see the South Africans. I say Nigeria is a country of how do they say it? I don't know how they say it, but let me say the one of Ghana. Ghana was, cajoling the country, making a mockery of Nigeria and Nigerians, and saying Nigeria is a generator company. A generator company. A generator economy. A generator economy. What does that mean? It means that Nigeria cannot produce electricity. They only put generator all over the place. It was a mockery of Nigeria, and the South African was saying that Nigeria is a country of I pass my neighbor or something. Those little generators, something like that. Many of the African countries are mocking the incompetency of Nigeria, even simple thing of generating electricity, which should not be a rocket science, which should not be something of difficulty. But because Nigeria practice mostly a archaic way of doing things, they are still bogged down by this national grid, whereby you generate electricity maybe in Warri. Instead of feeding to Warri to have 24-hour electricity, you take all the electricity to something like Kure, or something like Adamawa. And the Warri problem has not been solved for electricity, in spite they generate a full capacity that can carry the Warri area, but you have just evacuated or transmitted the electricity far away from Warri. So problem of Warri is not solved. The other side also will be having power cuts and other things, and wastages of power along the transmission line, and they don't have the capacity also to actually hold on to the power that is generated. So Nigeria issue is incompetency on the government, managers, a lot of things. And because they have maintained exclusive control by the central government, and the central government doesn't solve problems. What they do is that they keep on creating multiples of problems for the people, creating one problem or the other. So, and that's what has crippled the Nigerian economic system. And you can't believe Nigeria as a federating unit should have given those things to the federating unit to control. But recently, before the incompetent General Mohammed Buhari regime left, he did one thing that people did not believe he would even do. He created autonomy. He created, he separated, he divided the power sector, that the state and the federal will, taking it away from exclusive list to concurrent list, where the state can also make their own electricity regulate, be able to regulate their own electricity, thereby creating something like competition, whereby more people will now be involved in the electricity market. That's what that will lead to. And that will lead to a lot of the states or a lot of the places can actually have 24-hour electricity, and also increase effectiveness, efficiency in everything. So I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to comment. Stay tuned. We will continue after this. So welcome back. Um, so electricity is very vital to any country. Um, Energy sufficiency is also a way to check insecurity. But Nigerian government and the managers, economic managers, uh, they don't know about this because how can you have security in the country whereby the energy is inadequate? Smaller countries in Africa are generating way more than Nigeria. Nigeria generation stand between 3 to 5,000 megawatts, which is a far cry to a huge country like Nigeria. And this is a shame of a country and shows that the incompetency in leadership has over the years has been the main problem of Nigeria and might still remain for years to come if the selection process of Nigerian managers and electoral leadership is not revamped so that the people with capacity, people that can solve problems, can get in there and do the right thing. So, but it remains to be seen if by commissioning these, the government will actually back this private entrepreneur and other private sectors to do better. But the good news about this is because the state has also ability to regulate their own electric um, business. So any state governor that is competent and knows the value of electricity will be able to achieve so much within a shortest period of time. And LSOT can actually do that. So LSOT, being the governor of Abia State, knows the importance of this. If Abia State or Aba can remain as Nigeria hope for economic revival. So I think with his backing, this company will be able to, you know, take their power to industrial area and those huge economic areas in the state and be able to help to end this epileptic power supply in the state and in Nigeria. So I do believe that the governor must work so much also and looking at the captive powers to see how they generate water. Because one thing with Nigeria, Nigeria has many ways to generate electricity, unlike some countries. They can generate electricity from the sun. They can generate from the huge refuge and rubbish, garbage everywhere. They can generate through the through those agricultural products, get from cassava and other things, and from biomass. Actually, they can generate through the water. There are a lot of flooding issue in Nigeria, especially in the south, even in the north. There are many areas, states like Abia State can actually be able to generate electricity by damming some of the areas, some of those streams, and collect the huge flood water and channel it to that area, or submerge some of the villages and make it a huge dam for electric generation so that they can have 24-hour electricity in the state. So it's very important for them to look at this and see how they can actually fasten things up and see if they can get things moving. They can also set up solar power plants that will or solar fields that can also help in power generation, especially in those huge markets and business areas and all those street lights and all those other areas that needed like schools. They can also give them their independent power supply through solar, and they can also do hydro energy by that damming of those rivers and streams. They can set up huge dams or in some villages, and they can also burn some of the waste to create electricity for the state. There are many ways they can do this. There are many, many, many ways. So it's just down to their willingness and their eagerness to solve the problem for the people. I know in Nigeria the politicians doesn't actually solve problems, but they create huge problems before they leave office. So if they start solving problems that people will say, in the time this man is in power, this problem was solved completely. We don't remember it anymore. That's when you know that those politicians have finally arrived. That's what we are discussing in this place, that those politicians will need to start solving this problem as soon as possible. So, and as soon as practical, they have the power to do that. So that's very important for Abia State Governor, the guy that is making a lot of effort to revamp his state, to take this opportunity of geometric power company in Aba of Abia State, in order to turn around the fortunes of this great state, and also turn the fortunes of Nigeria. There are a lot of people can actually get involved if the government get their ass together. Alexotti can actually do that, because you can't secure your state. Nigeria cannot have electricity, cannot have security if the electricity continue in that way, because there will be always a lot of unemployment. There won't be much jobs for people, and the cost of goods and services will be very high, and that will not be able to be competitive enough, and it will create a lot of poverty in the country. That's why it's very important to see to get energy settled. If it can be settled, if a state like Abia State or some of the states, they have huge advantage, that if they can actually harness those advantage, it will be for their own good. But I don't know those in power in those states. I don't know if they are thinking like what we are thinking here. I don't know if they are thinking about solving any problem, because if they are, they will be having sleepless night over this. I know in their own homes, they solve their own electric problems, power problems, but not for the people, because in their own home they have a way of getting their own electricity 24 hours. But sadly, that they don't seem to care about the people, and that's why there are so much problems. There are so much difficulties in the streets, because the politicians are not problem solvers. They are not solving anything in Nigeria, but they are creating more and more problems. And that's why there's always insecurity in Nigeria, because a lot of people cannot get jobs. And once they cannot get jobs, some of them might be cajoled to get into crime, which is not good for the country. And that's why Nigeria has been losing. There's a lot of brain drain in Nigeria, because once they can't get job in Nigeria, they are attracted to move abroad, where they are paid peanuts for their abilities. So, and at the same time, Nigeria lose them forever, because they might not return back to Nigeria to contribute in the economic development of the country. It's very sad that this continue to happen. But if geometric power plant come on stream, I know it will change a lot of things. So I know that they will change a lot of things if geometric power plants come on stream, but they will also see a way to make the power accessible and affordable. I know power is very expensive, but they should see to how they can get the whole thing to people. So in order that the industries will start working again, very very important, so that the country does not continue in this state. So let us continue to discuss about this in the comment section. Go to the comment section and continue to let's continue engaging ourselves in this discussion, because it's very important for us to continue talking about this. Let us continue talking about this so that people, those in power, might be able to listen and do the right thing. Because sometimes don't always believe they will do the right things. Sometimes they get in there, but they seem derailed in what they're supposed to do. Sometimes they don't actually know what is important anymore, because people just thought that they would just come and start doing the right thing. They won't, unless you and me continue in this channel to, to speak to their conscience, be pressure group, so that things will work well. Remember, the homeland must surely be livable and prosperous. And for you to do that, you need to support us. You need to subscribe to this channel. You need to share what we have been discussing. And as you share these things, you're going to have a wonderful time. And the country, the homeland, will be livable and prosperous again. Thank you once again for always being there, for always getting involved in this channel. Thank you for supporting us. Remember, we discussed about geometric power plant about that is going to be commissioned on 24th of February 2024. So that's good news, and I hope that you continue to have good news on your own side. Have a wonderful time as you continue to support us. Thank you very much for all your efforts. May the Lord be with you, and see you in the next video. I am Kodili-nye. Bye.